Namaste, welcome. Today's topic is the cooking Ayurvedically, the art of Ayurvedic nutrition. Here we have a wonderful opportunity to hear from one of our client and her experience of her private class, as this is a COVID time, and during the COVID time we do not have a lot of people collection together. So here in the private setting, in the private workshop, what she have learned about the Ayurvedic cooking and the art of Ayurvedic nutrition, and how if you can manage your food, how you can offer your body the alkaline food, the sattvic food. So alkaline is a very dilute form of the sattvic food, but how if you can offer the body the sattvic qualities of food, then how this food is going to heal, nourish, offer the energy to the physical body as well as our mental body. In Ayurveda, we have the concept of Ashraya Ashraye Bhav, means your mind is staying with the help of the physical body, and the location, this mind, the house of this mind, is connected with our hriday, which means the heart, which means the raktavastrotas. So which means like it is connected with the heart. So friends, let's hear how was her session of art of Ayurvedic nutrition, and how she felt with the whole class of learning about her disease, learning about her imbalances in the body, learning about what is happening with her, learning about why she is unable to manage her disease, as she explained to me that whenever I was doing wrong, at the same time, I know that I am doing something wrong, but she was doing. So here, your mind is fighting with the buddhi. Okay? So mana is fighting with your intellect. And that's what you were feeling all the time from last 30 years. Okay, so let's share your experience of your art of Ayurvedic nutrition, and how did you like it, what did you learn, and how would you like to express your feelings about this workshop?
As far as the cooking, I really enjoyed the cooking from the very beginning, from the harvesting in the garden to cleaning to preparing the food. I've learned so much. It's hard to say it all, but I really feel the cleanest and lightest that I've ever felt in my entire life. I think Aruna, or I know, she's taken me on a beautiful journey that has been life-changing in so many ways, from my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. I'm a different person. I'm totally, I'm still me, but I feel clarity I've never felt before. Truthful with myself, and that feels good, to not listen to that mind saying, yeah, I'm okay, I can just have this pack of cigarettes or these couple drinks tonight, or I drink Sprites, 1 or 2 every day, couple Starbucks every day. I ate at least a couple of cups of sugar. Not all in things, not just straight out of the sugar bowl, but everything I ate throughout the day was, none of it was good, really, none of it. And I wouldn't eat breakfast or lunch, and then I'd have a huge dinner, and then maybe about 10 or 11, I'd eat more before I went to bed. So this is like a total 180 in my everything, my daily routine. I haven't wanted to get up and run outside to smoke a cigarette, to bundle up, put all those layers of clothes on, and a glove and a hat so I don't smell like cigarettes. But outside in the freezing cold, trying to smoke them. I think about it now, how crazy it was, but it is what it is. And I feel much stronger. From the Panchkarma.
But how was your experience with eating the fresh food? What did you feel about the fresh food?
Well, it felt great. I mean, it felt good. It felt clean going in.
Did you feel
a
like
lot of different tastes that I've never tasted before? Some easier than others. But I noticed after a while, the tastes that I didn't so much were so new to me. Towards the end, that it was, I enjoyed it. I loved all the tastes.
How did you feel when you were cooking on your own, which you did not
good.
cook in last 30 years,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
not like that.
yeah, but healthy or something where you will feel clean, right? So when you were cooking yesterday and when you were doing everything from scratch, you were using the pistol to clean, you were using all the herbs in the food, you were using a lot of different spices, medicinal spices in the food. So what was that feeling when you were touching them, when you were using them with your sensory organs presence?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt like I was conscious, awake. I was putting the love into the food. We even recited a mantra. That felt good. I'm going to do more of that when I'm cooking for sure.
So, so basically, when you are going to use all this knowledge about your disease and how you are going to manage this disease for your disorder, your imbalance at the present moment, I really want you to stick with whatever you learn in last 40-50 hours with me, right? The whole week, like we were fighting with your knowledge and we tried to bring you all the way from the tamasic to the rajasic to the, what do I see now? Sattvic. Sattvic learning, right? Sattvic learning, Sattvic following, Sattvic practicing. So this all makes a lot of difference because in Ayurveda, the concept of Sharira Indriyartha Sanyog. Sharir means body, Indriya means your sensory organs, Sanyog means union. Okay, union of all of these things. When you are practicing for yourself, then only you are going to bring the body towards the concept of swasthya, means health. If you do not follow the food, which is what is the concept of food in Ayurveda is like food is a substance, okay, which we take internally and our body uses this with different mechanisms. There are different actions, different mechanisms happens on the food what we take internally, and body uses this for the growth, right? For the growth, for the nourishment, for the wellness of our being as a health. If not, it can create a disease when we lack about our connections with the food. And the concept of nutrition in Ayurveda is the study of food with its relationship to the health. So nutrition concept is very different in Ayurveda. So whatever you are offering to the body it's exactly proportionate to the concept of health. So if you are feeding the body the sattva food, the health is pretty much connected with the sattvic food. If you are offering the body the qualities of rajasic food, right? then it is going to create the irritation, agitation in the mana, in the mind. And when you are going to offer the body the tamasic food, then it is going to bring the darkness. What is tamas?
Darkness.
Darkness, adnan, no knowledge, not a proper knowledge. Adnan. Means no, Gnan means knowledge. Okay? So it is going to bring the disharmony in the body with the tamasic qualities of the food. So tamasic food is meant, like generally if you want to see the levels of purity, we as a, like, the god, like, god or the saint people or the sages or the spiritual healers, maybe the Dalai Lama or Mother Teresa or the Swami Vivekananda, all these has the mental like a sattva qualities in them, whereas the people like you and me have a qualities where we see like a rajasic qualities more prominently in the human form, in the manushya yoni. This is like a human form, right? Even these people were humans, but their soul was pure, or they have their enlightenment of the soul was there. In our case, we are missing that part, so we need to practice more. That's where we are considering food as one of the major fuel to the body. Whereas in the animal yoni or animal journey, when we see animals, that's where we see the concept of, that's where we see the concept of tamoguna. Tamogun means tamasika, gunas means qualities, prominently in that species, right? So spiritual healers are the topmost, where we see the sattva. The people like you and me are where we are suffering with the rajoguna qualities. And the animal yoni or the species of the animal, that's where we see a lot of prominent tamoguna qualities or tamasic levels in the body. Got it? So that is how food has a very close relationship with the diseases. Diseases on the physical body, diseases on the mental body. Why in Ayurveda we have the Sharira and Mana concept very close to each other? It's like the pot. Have you ever warmed the water on the stove? Did you boil the water? Right? So do you directly boil the water, or do you give the heat to the pot? What do you do exactly?
What I do is just heat the pot first.
Heat to the pot, right? Your utensil. So that heat to the pot is your body. Okay? Now, who is inside? In the pot is water.
Right.
Is water. That water is like a mana. So you don't have to directly heat to the mana. You have to heat to the pot. And what is our pot is the physical body. Right? Can you directly put the water on the stove and start heating?
No.
You can't. So your mana, your mind stays with your physical body. The analogy is to understand you the logics of how the impact of our physical food qualities directly affect the or agitate or supply the nourishment to the mind. It's totally up to our qualities of the food. This is expressed and explained in another grantha. That's where they have explained this kind of concepts of manas, right? So mana stays with the help of what? How do we express the mana? How do I know your mana? Where do we see the vyakti or how do we see the presence of mana in you?
Through my mouth.
Through your vaka pravrutti. What does vaka means? Vacha. Vacha means your talk. So your mana, your mind is expressed through your udanavayu. Say it. Udanavayu. Udanavayu. And that's where the nourishing of the mind is equally proportional to the nourishing of your physical body. And physical body nourishment is going to come with your physical food which is made up of the Pancha Mahabhutas, which will have, depending upon what you offer. So the way you offered the body, like a canned food, frozen food, packet food, what else, right? Something old and staple and all of this all brings the aggravation, agitation in the mana. Okay, so if you give these qualities of the food, like packet food, frozen food, old food, staple food, non-vegetarian food, animal products, right, where we have some cruelty when we are using that, right? If somebody is going with some one of the gun to me, what will be my hormonal level in the body? That is exactly the same in the animal species also, right? First of all, they are with the full of tama. Then we have these cruel actions on them where we see that hormonal imbalance is jumping up and down, right? That's the fight and flight response of the body. You remember the fight and flight response, the way we talk with our nervous system, right? So when we have all of this coming up through the food to you, what are you sowing? You're sowing the wrong wolf.
The wrong food.
The wrong food, right? So समानाने समानाची वृद्धी होते आणि विपरीताने ऱ्हास होतो. This is one of the sutra in Ayurveda. So what this sutra means, when you give the qualities which are pure, you will get the pure. If the food is impure, you will get the impure, because whatever you sow, you reap, right? So the simple logic is like, if I am eating ice cream, definitely my sugar is going to go high, in the simple layman's language, right? And when I'm going to give something which is a bitter melon, you see the bitter melon? If you give the opposite qualities, it is going to reduce the sugar in the body. That's the simple analogy to understand. Got it? If you have a cough, do you drink cold water or hot water?
Hot water.
Hot water. Everybody, I think almost every country does the same thing nowadays, right? Now we understood that if there is a cold, you drink the opposite quality. And that's where you are learning the concepts of Ayurveda, right? So your balanced diet, which contains the different types of food in such quantity and proportion, so that the need of the calories, the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals and other nutrients is adequately met, and small proportion for extra nutrient is made to withstand the short duration of our illness. Okay, so nutrition is a very different concept in Ayurveda. We are not talking about the physical nutrition here. So we are talking about the nutrition concept, which is related with also the mind. So physical, the sthula sharira, the physical body, is going to nourish to the sukshma sharira, which is the subtle body. And from the subtle body, it is going to nourish to the which channel? The mind channel, which is known as a manovaha strotasa. That is one of the strotas, that is one of the system in Ayurvedic science. Okay? So I wish you good luck to all of your efforts. The whole week we are working like 40 to 48 hours, 50 hours on this concept of addiction, concept of specifically the smoking addiction. And I see a beautiful transformation in you. I see a beautiful person in you. I see a beautiful clarity in you now. I see a very much positive energy in you now. That you understood the concepts, you understood the logics, you understood what to feed to your body, you understood how to take care of yourself, you understood what are the herbs you can use, you understood the antidote of your addiction. You know, what do you call that word? Stash. What is it? Stash.
Yeah, stash.
Okay, do you want me to give you a box written to you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I will do that one for you. Okay, so I wish you all the best and drive safe, and take care of yourself. And whenever you need to talk about this disease again, you know, people always see for the physical diseases, and people never think about the manasik rogas, which is like these kind of diseases. Manasik, not only the addictions are the manasik rogas, but even like thinking wrong is itself is a manasik roga.
Right.
Okay, thinking about jealousy, thinking about wrong vibes, and using wrong words and talking rudely is also kind of a addiction. Okay, addictions can be seen on different levels of the body. Okay, and that addiction will be expressed through the different act, and you are using this act just to cope up with your mind qualities. So nourish your mind the best, give the food to the physical body the best, so your mind can automatically get the nourishment. Okay, it's very easy. You don't boil the water directly, which is your mind. You boil the pot, you give the heat to the pot. So if your pot, your physical body is good, right? If you supply the good nourishment to the physical body, automatically the water is going to boil. Automatically the mind is going to be healthy. Simple logic. Understood? So I wish you all the best. Thank you once again. Friends, come again back. We'll be talking about the concept of Panchkarma. We will turn off this for 1 second because I need to talk to my client before I express her feelings for the detox program. So come again in 1 minute and we will be live again with the profound benefits of the Panchakarma on the physical, mental, spiritual and emotional body. And this was her way of expressing about the art of Ayurvedic nutrition, the workshops what we have taken for her in last 3 days. So the way she enjoyed it is totally amazing, and the way she is feeling it is superb. So I would like you to come again in 1 minute and we'll be live again with the Panchakarma knowledge and the therapies and what she is going through and how she lost 9 pounds in 6 days. Thank you.